that, you know, people harvest, the top part near the stalk, because that's where it started growing, they have some big bananas. But as it goes down, they go getting so small that some of them you can't even harvest, you know. But if you look at this banana, you can eat all the bananas on that banana branch, you know, because it has equal growth. And you find every finger of the banana has had its fill. And this is amazing because even for maize, you know, you look at some maize cob, it is not full. You know, all the maize is not on it because it was not sufficiently nourished when it was growing. But when you use Supergro, that is not the case. This is one of our members. This is in Kampala. And he had guavas, mapera, what we call guavas. I don't know if you've seen this size of guavas. You know, the size, the quality is amazing after using Supergro. So you can use Supergro even on fruit trees. I know many of us are doing avocado trees. I know some people are doing pawpaws and mangoes and macadamia nuts. You can use Supergro on all those. And we have coffee, especially in Kenya. This is a cash crop, and it's exciting. One of our team members actually works for the Coffee Research Foundation, and it's amazing the results they've seen, you know. So it's good to try it also. If you're doing coffee, we want the berries to all, you know, to feel well, to, you know, to the yield to be full and also to ripen evenly. And we also want the moisture content in the berry to be correct. So you don't want just to have a berry that's just dry, and even if it's processed, it can't bring out what you want. So it's amazing what it has done in tea leaves, in coffee, I think in all sorts of plants. This is maize, you know, corn, as people call it. And it's amazing also to see that once you apply Supergro, even when it's not raining, you will be always leading. And people even ask you, what have you been using in your farm? And that's the beauty about it, because now people who fear talking to people now, when they bring themselves, you just need to answer the question. And when it comes to beans, we've seen these amazing results, especially even French beans, the normal beans that we grow. And it's amazing, especially because leguminous crops have the nitrogen fixing ability. So you find if you rotate your crops with beans and use Supergro, you will have a fertile soil, you know, and you'll find your soil also is very airy. It's light, you know, it's not those hard soils that it's very tough to grow crops. So we've seen it in cassava, we've seen it in almost all crops. This is how Supergro used to look like before the rebranding. We had the blue jerry can there with GNLD. It's the same product, only that we rebranded the packaging. But I just wanted to explain that we have seen its use in almost any imaginable plant. These are tomatoes, and it's amazing because, again, some people say, if we don't use pesticide, oh, this will happen for tomatoes. But I've seen, like, we grow cherry tomatoes, which is a tomato that you can't even use any pesticide at all, but we are able to use Supergro on it, and it does very well. So let me not keep on talking about it. All I want you to do is go and try in your own farm. See the results. This is pumpkin from our friend, you know, and it's good to think about it and say, what can I do? Look at what you grow in your own farm and then go and try. The person who invited you here can get for you an item, even if you buy a little to go try. Because the good thing about Supergro, you don't need a story about it. You just need to apply. After 2 weeks, apply again. After another 2 weeks, apply again. So in 4 weeks, you have results. And once you have the results, then you can compare and say what I used, you know, Supergro with and what I didn't use Supergro. And look at the production. Look at the cost of production. Number one, look at the yield. You know, look at the size of the items that you have gotten. And also look at when you cut and eat, the taste of it. The taste of it is on another level because Supergro has that impact. And so mine is to just encourage all of us on this call to go ahead and make an impact. Don't say I have to buy so many expensive inputs for my farm. No, if you have manure from the animals or compost manure, and then you have Supergro, that's all you need. You don't need to keep putting inorganic items in your soil because by the time that soil, you know, when will you regenerate it? You know, so for me, I keep saying when people lease a shamba, they can lease today and tomorrow they can go. But what if it's your own farm? If you have depleted all the soil nutrients, where will you go? And that's your land, you know. So let's not get carried away with the commercial intensive farming where you're putting very many fertilizers, a lot of harsh products, inorganic products in our farms, that then it depletes the soil. Let's all take advantage of this is products that are useful. I can use it for the next 100 years. It will not deplete my soil. If anything, it's adding to the soil. So we'll talk more on soil regeneration. It's something I'm very passionate about, regenerative agriculture, because I believe that's the way we should grow our crops. It will be healthy for us, healthy for the soil, and also healthy for our customers. We don't want to sell food that then is causing death and causing cancer and causing all these residues, because many inputs you'll be told, once you spray, please wait 7 days or please wait 14 days. Why are they telling you to wait 14 days? It's because there is an impact. So if you harvested before the 14 days, it will mess your system, you know. And because we don't all grow our food, sometimes we don't know. Some farmers are not honest. They spray and then they don't wait the 14 days post-harvest time. And therefore, when they harvest, the vegetable is healthy, but it's poisoned. So you may say, I'm eating my lettuce, Marcia ate my fruits and vegetables, but you actually